and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, one and all. Naira Wolfenshade, the Lady Guzzlove here. We are going to start off with the quest A Hero in the Making. This quest will be helping us unlock the grand companies. And those officer fellows are all three right here. So we get to decide which one we're joining. So we'll talk to Menphilia, see what she has to say, because she has the quest right now. So, yeah. Alright. Excuse me. Alright. Menphilia says, "Welcome back, Naira. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped?" Each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Naira. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. Alright. That quest is complete. Oh, these two again.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alisaie, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
Wow, these two are so pompous.
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
Wow, you're so arrogant.
I should hope so.
My lady! We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Wow. Alphinaud, wow. Okay then. Okay, Serpent, Flame, or Storm? Do we do rock, paper, scissors, or eeny, meeny, miny, mo? I think I'm going to go with red. Storm. Storm officer says, how was the Admiral's speech? Ah, but you need not explain. That you stand before me now is answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not? Yes, I will join you. Storm officer says, that's the spirit, lass. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now, the choice is made. It is time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to La Mensa and seek out our Grand Company's headquarters. Alright. Oh, he's giving me red die. Storm officer continues, Maelstrom Command is located on the upper decks. I will send word to our personnel officer to expect you. The duties of a Maelstrom soldier can be both arduous and challenging, but I promise you, you will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearings sure. Alright. Alright, let's head off to Lumencia. Or however else I can butcher that name. Okay. I need to go probably to the lift. No. Oh, that's right. It's up on the... Yeah, she just told me. I just read it. Duh. I knew this. I knew this. Okay. Yeah, this way. Okay. Hello, personnel officer. Storm personnel officer says, hail, adventurer. I say, my name is Nara Wolfenshade. I believe you're expecting me, perchance? Storm personnel officer says, Nara Wolfenshade, I, our recruitment officer, sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Storm Private, sir! Some random dude runs up and salutes. Storm personnel officer says, what is it, Private? And this had better be important. Storm Private says, sir, we've received a report from a lookout in Lanoskia, sir. Imperial forces have fired upon a high-wind Skyways airship. The vessel is in a bad way, sir. The vessel is in a bad way, sir, and it appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Storm personnel officer goes, Cedarwood, damn it! We have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down in the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. Wolfenshade, this is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in service is to the Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. If our man in Lower Lanoskia is correct, the airship will come down in territory crawling with the Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. I nod. Okay. Let's Skittles. I do not yet have that. Okay, I need to go over here. I do not have that ether crystal, so I'll have to run. Okay. I just got confused. Wait, I can figure this out. I can figure this out. Okay, I need to go. How does that work? So I should be able to run this way. Yeah, there we go. Looks like we have a few unlock quests. I'll probably do those later. Interesting creatures around about. Sprint. I think the crystal's up here. It looks like it should be. Red Rooster Stead. Interesting. There's no crystal here. The crystal is down. Okay. Our quest looks like it's over this way, though. Oh! I should kill these. These are part of my hunt log. Oh. Oops. Hang on a second. My keys are a little screwy. I was playing the Isle last night. And I changed my keybinds for it. Yep. 2 more? Okay. And down we go. And I get a chunk of XP. Yay! Want the fate. Here we go. Airship crewman. Hello, sir. Ooh, duty. We are entering a duty. And I see the airship up against a cliff, resting, leaning against it. Run up to a big burly dude. And apparently I stepped on the stick. Airship crewman says, "Ah, adventurer, What are you doing out here? No, wait. Let's find out some cover first. Because the airship is swarming with Imperials. I'm telling you, they're all over the place. There's like 6 of them. Alright, we're hiding behind a tree. I see no issues with this plan. Alright, airship crewman says, Maelstrom Command sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Because I'm wearing black. That's how you know. Storm Lieutenant walks up with 2 smaller dudes in tow. I think they're both... No, one's a Lalafell. I'm not sure what the other one is. Okay. Storm Lieutenant says, Be at ease, sir. We are of the Maelstrom. You're a Garland Ironworks engineer, yes? One of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft. We're here to rescue you. You must be Wolfenshade. Good work reaching our friend here before the Imperials. There's 5 of us hiding behind this tree. Imperial soldier says, I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, there's 6 of them staring at this airship. An Imperial soldier says, the secrets of Magicek belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Erosian savages. Uh-oh. There's someone hiding on the ship. It's a red-headed Lalafell. Imperial soldier says, we are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Okay, we're back behind the tree again. Storm Sergeant says, scouting party from Castrom Occidents. I'd say, seems they want your ship, engineer. Airship crewman. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. Storm Lieutenant, the tiny Bronco? Isn't that the new design? Isn't that the new design people have been whispering about? Airship crewman. It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. Biggs. Who's Biggs? I don't know. Suddenly Biggs is talking. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight, and she was soaring. She really was. Till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. I'm guessing Biggs is the Air Force crewman, because now the Storm Sergeant's talking. Storm Sergeant says, Alright, pay attention. We're going to hit these Imperials hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from Erosia, they can have a knife in the gut. But they're not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lalafell. Storm Lieutenant continues, What say you, Wolfenshade? Ready to give those curs a hiding? Ready to give those curs a hiding. Yes, that's actually what it says. Okay. Storm Sergeant continues like a tidal wave, lads. Charge! And 4 of us run off. Big stays behind the tree. Imperial soldiers. An ambush! To arms! And cutscene to battle? Cutscene to battle. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna take out the ones in the back. Because I hate archers. And magic peoples. And yeah. Turn that down. I don't mind being a magic person or an archer, but not for the enemy. No, 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 no. No tactical advantage for you. Bye-bye. 2 down. 4 to go. Okay, you're low on health. You're next. 4 down. 3 to go. 2 to go now. Come on. Hit the button. Hit the button. That one's not going down very fast. Let's see how this one does. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. 1 down. And it's a tougher guy. Oh, there's more dudes. There is a Magitech suit and 2 archers. Really know how I feel about archers. Okay, now it's just Magitech. Okay, slowly going down. Nope. It's running away? Oh. Okay. Stand still so I can kill you, please. Please? Por favor? Muchas gracias? I'm just being weird. Not actually Spanish. Okay, Magitech suit is down. And I can't move, so duty complete. Wedge! Pigs! Or Wedge says, pigs! And here comes the Lullafowl running up to the other guy. The big dude. With like bluish green skin. Biggs says, Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. Wedge says, that was a close one. Biggs, too damn close. So how's she look anyway? Wedge, the auxiliary propeller is a dead loss. But I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. Biggs says, addressing to the rest of us, a few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. Storm Lieutenant says, we'll stand watch until the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. Wolfenshade, you're free to return to the Maelstrom Command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we'd all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform Command of the part you played today. Big says, I just wanted to say sorry, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously though, if it hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads here, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Biggs says, Wedge. Wedge looks over. Wedge says, thank you. We're very grateful. Alright, duty complete. Cutscene complete. Alright. Speak to the personnel officer. Reporting to Lamencia. Okay, pouring to the aft castle, which is right there. Hail, personnel officer. Personnel officer says, welcome back, Wolfenshade. I just heard the report. You needn't be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit, I had my doubts at first, but it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what else you're capable of after you're properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction, complete quest. Ah, cutscene. I'm still at the desk talking to the personnel officer. He says, let us start afresh, shall we? Two more officers walk up. Or people in uniform. Storm personnel officer says while saluting, you are welcome here, Naira Wolfenshade. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you exactly what it is that you will be joining. He drops a salute. A grand company is more than simply a collection of officers. It is an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against a nation's deadliest enemies. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by the Primals and the Garlean Empire and solving the many problems caused by the calamity. Every man and woman who serves under our colors has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is Lamensa afloat, and on whatever heading Chief Admiral sees fit to set. As part of this grand vessel's crew, you will be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favorable, lass, and strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I've lost you with talk of airship and oar, let me put it another way. A Maelstrom soldier labors till her last breath, fights to her last drop of blood. We give our all in service of this nation, and no less is expected of you. Wolfenshade, it is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their own choosing upon entering the Maelstrom's ranks. Is there aught you'd like to say? I can choose between four things. I can say, you have my word till sea swallows all, or what skills I have are yours till the sea swallows all, or I will follow the Admiral to the very bottom of the abyss, or 3 dots. I'm going to pick the dots, because I'm weird. I don't know. She made a face. Storm personnel says, no love for grandiose proclamations, eh? Such silent resolve is not uncommon among the brothers and sisters of the sea. Naira Wolfenshade, I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, pirate. May you serve Lomensa well, till sea swallows all. They all salute. I salute back. Oh, and everybody in the room claps. Okay. I get a link pearl from Minfilia. Minfilia says, can you hear me, Naira? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Wolfenshade. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to our old ones first. Remember, though you are now a woman of the storm, you are no less a Scotian. Pray, return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. Storm personnel officer says, no rest for the wicked, eh? Before you make yourself scarce, I recommend having a word with Commander Rahiki. Might be worth your while. Okay. Rahiki is a cat girl. You may now accept the quest, My Little Chocobo, Maelstrom, by speaking with Rahishant or Rahiki. This quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for a realm reborn. It also gives me my mount abilities. I am definitely doing that quest. Sorry, Minfilia. I gotta get a ride. Okay. Rahiki. Actually, let's do something here. We are going to abandon that for a second. Okay. There we go. Alright. Rahiki. Give me a ride. Rashahati Reiki says, well, if it isn't Private Wolfenshade, I must say, the tales of your deeds have been an inspiration to the troops. Our duties take us far and wide, and I'll wager you've slogged across quite a few melms of countryside on naught but your own 2 feet. Such a starling soldier of the Maelstrom deserves her own steed. Let us see about having one issued for you. All you need do is obtain a Storm Chocobo license by exchanging company seals with a quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to Frigarum and she will see you saddled up on one of our trusty birds. Okay. Quartermaster. Okay, you're the quartermaster. I need... Storm Truckable license. I need 200. I have none. Wait, didn't I just... Oh, I must have picked up a quest. Yeah, that one. Okay, so I need to do this quest real quick. So we are going to the Waking Stance. Because doing this quest is going to give us some quick seals. Do, 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 do. Okay, Scortion of the Seventh Dawn. Hello. She says, "Welcome back, Naira. Lady Minfilia awaits you inside." And I just got those seals. And I'm entering a cutscene. Bullish. Okay, Minfilia says, "Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work." How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me of the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scortians are truly fortunate to have you with us, Naira. Now, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends. Did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Totaro, please show them in. Totaro says, "This way, sirs." Ah, it's Briggs and Wedge. Briggs says, "Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Briggs." That's the tall guy. And the short little fellow is Wedge. Wedge says, "And I'm..." Briggs says, "Gods, man, spit it out, will you?" Wedge says, "Whoa, Wedge, at your service." Minfilia says, "I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Erosia. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scotians should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly lent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scotians, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands." And like everyone's here, like you got Y'shtola, Thinkrid, and everyone else. Minfilia continues, "Like every soul here, I love Erosia. And I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness." Okay. Yeah. Wait, did I get the currency? I got the currency. Okay, let's go spend that currency. Clemencia. Go. Right, aft castle. I wonder if I can... Ooh. Oh, I can't. I need more rank. Okay. Okay, quartermaster, give me my license. There it is. Okay. Got my license to present it to whoever that dude is. Right. That makes sense. This way? Yeah, it looks like it's this way. Freya Guinan says, want a bird issues, you say? Then you'll need to see the Storm Chocobo insurance. I have the insurance right here. Cutscene! He says, yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. Such a beautiful looking chocobo. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you'll have to give your noble steed a name. Ooh, what should I name him? Him or her? Ooh. Okay. All I'm thinking about is Sesame Street. And it doesn't help that you're a big yellow bird. Okay. I think I'm gonna call you... Oops. Rhyme. Yep. I'll name you Rhyme. My bird just ran off. So I talked to Free Gaming. He says, I dare say he likes his name. Here's your very own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your Chocobo rider's license as is required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your Chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Yes, I have a Chocobo whistle. But I am not done with Chocobo quests. There's more to Chocobos. Let's see. How do I find those other quests? I am not entirely sure. Because I don't have saddlebags yet. Do I? Hang on. Don't have a companion. There it is. Yeah, I don't have a saddlebag yet. Oh, it's on my bar. I knew that. Just ignore me. Well, maybe don't ignore me, but just pat me on the head. Okay, let's see here. Guess I'll have to look that one up. But I should be able to put that there. I should be able to ride now. So that will make everything so much easier. Okay. Alright. Let's just continue with our quest then. Alright. Back to Vesper Bay. Yes. Our first Chocobo ride. Oh yes, so much better. Even though it's a short distance. Now, I am back at the Waking Sands and in Minfilia's office. Hello, Minfilia. Minfilia.
Having set aside the formalities.
Minfilia, shaking her head, says, now, having set forth the
We have a favor
misalities.
to ask of you.
Yeah.
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gizzle-greens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
Sure.
I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods.
Thancred.
Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
And everybody just files out. Alright. I think... Let's see here. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it here for today. Y'all have a good day and enjoy the rest of the day and have a good one, y'all. See you later.